next topic will be ionic equilibrium. What is this ionic equilibrium? Equilibrium definition is same. The reaction at which the rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction, and reactant concentration and product concentrations are not going to change. But here ionic equilibrium means here ions are involving. Reactant some ions are there, products also some ions are there. So that is the only difference, ionic equilibrium and chemical equilibrium. And in this ionic equilibrium, we are going to discuss about some electrolytes. What are the electrolytes here? Here, electrolytes and which can pass electricity. There are electrolytes. Electrolytes and the non-electrolytes. Electrolytes. Non-electrolytes means glucose, urea are non-electrolytes. They cannot pass electricity through them. They cannot give ions. There are non-electrolytes. Here, electrolytes we are going to discuss. Electrolytes, again we are going to classify into two types. One is strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte. These strong electrolytes again classified three. What is that? Strong acids, strong bases and salts. Here also what is that? Weak acids and weak bases. In this chapter definitely we have to know two strong acids, two strong bases, two weak acids, two weak bases. This one very simple molecules we know means everywhere we can repeatedly using that molecules, it will make us easy to understand. And here strong acid. What is a strong acid we know? Generally HCl, H2SO4. And what is a strong base we know? NaOH, KOH. What is the salts we know? Again salts are there, sparingly soluble, completely soluble and sparingly soluble. Completely soluble salts are like NaCl, KCl. Here it's like AgCl, BaSO4 like that. Here weak acid. What are the weak acid? Acetic acid, HCl, HF like that. Weak base is like NH4, OH, that we can study. These are all I am going to use repeatedly. And now here, what are these? Strong acid and strong electrolyte means what here? Strong electrolyte, how can I say that is a strong electrolyte? For a strong electrolyte, what is that? That degree of dissociation. Degree of dissociation. Degree of dissociation, that means that is alpha. That alpha value almost equal to 1. Otherwise alpha almost 100%. 100% means 100 by 100 is equal to 1. Both are there. For strong electrolytes, alpha almost equal to 1. Otherwise that will be 100%. What is this degree of dissociation? Degree of dissociation means how many I am taking, total number of moles how many taking, in that moles how many dissociated, how many converting into ions. For example, I am taking 100 HCl molecules. Out of 100, 99 HCl molecules converting into 99 H plus 99 Cl minus. At that time, out of 100, 99 is ionized. At that state, I can say 99 by 100. 99 by 100 means almost equals to 1. That is what? Degree of dissociation is alpha nothing but number of moles dissociated by total number of moles. How many I am taking, how many dissociated by how many taking. For example, I am taking acetic acid. Acetic acid I am taking means 100 I am taking out of 100, 5 only converting into CH3COO minus and 5H plus. At the rate 5 by 100 means how much? 0.05. That is very less value. That is what? If you want to say a substance strong electrolyte, alpha value equal to 1, otherwise alpha is 100%. That is the same thing. Weak electrolyte means what is that? Alpha very less than 1. Alpha that less than 100%. Mostly we are going to use this notation only. Percentages and all very rarely we are going to use. No problem. Percentage means into 100 you are doing. That's it. 1 alpha value. Percentage means into 100. 100 will come. No, not much. Not difficult. And a strong electrolyte and a weak electrolyte. Based on what you are saying? Based on degree of dissociation. So, what are the factors? It is depending on what factors? So, degree of dissociation depends on how it is converted into ions. No, dissociation into ions. That the dissociation ionization decided by what factors? What is that? Here, solvent is there. I am going to add a small substance that is called a solute. It is depending on both. What is that? Nature of. What is that? Nature of solute. And also it is depend on nature of solvent, and it is depend on concentration of both, and it is depend on temperature, and it is depend on dielectric constant. What are the factors can affect the dissociation constant? Means nature of the solvent. How it is going to affect nature? That solute. HCl means I am adding means immediately going to dissociate. Acetic acid I am going to add means very less amount only dissociated. That is nature of the solute. That may be strong electrolyte or that may be weak electrolyte. That will decide. And nature of the solvent. Solvent like water. It is a polar solvent. Polar solvents, ions are there. They are helping. They are acting like a medium. So that nature of the solvent, that may be polar or that may be non-polar. Polar means it is helping for dissociation. Non-polar means it won't help. And concentration. Concentration means what does it mean? Concentration means for a HCl is there. Anything HCl or NaOH or NaCl, any electrolyte has to converting into ions means what is required? Medium is required. What is the medium we are going to use here? That is water. NaCl salt I am taking means it is not going to converting into ions. You are adding water means then only it is going to converting into ions. HCl, pure HCl is not giving H plus and Cl minus ions. Pure HCl, little amount of water you are supplying, then only that is converting into H plus and Cl minus. So, in some 100 ml of HCl, 1 liter of water adding means 100 ml of HCl, 1 liter of water adding means some 80 H plus and 80 Cl minus ions are coming. Because that much medium only is there. To come out this ion, some medium is required. That medium is water. That water will be, that water I am adding is only 1 liter. Now I am adding 1 more liter. At the time, initially 80 only ionized. Now this time 95 ions are going to ionize because to come out as ions, they have a medium. So you are diluting first liter, second liter, third liter. You are going to add first liter, second liter, third liter. You are going to add this. Keep on your diluting. On dilution, concentration decreases. On dilution, concentration decreases. At that time, concentration decreases means or diluting increases. Dilution increases, concentration decreases. At that time, that solute particles, when dilution is more means concentration decreases. Whenever dilution is there, that ions have a medium to move in that particular solution. So what I can say, on dilution increases, concentration decreases. So that what is that? Ionization increases, ionization increases, automatically degree of dissociation increases. Temperature, here temperature increase means alpha value degree of dissociation increases. You take for example anything, sugar you take, in 1 liter water sugar you take, you rotate it, you stir it, some amount of sugar only going to dissolve. Then some amount is remaining outside without dissolving. At the end that bowl you are going to keep on stove. With the temperature automatically it is also going to dissolve. Temperature increases so that alpha value increases. So for better understanding you take salt, not sugar, you take salt. Sugar is coming under non-electrolyte. Sugar is coming under not electrolyte. Sugar is non-electrolyte. You take electrolyte, salt you take NaCl, our home salt you take, it will get a nice example. And dielectric constant, whenever dielectric constant is more, automatically alpha value more. Dielectric constant means the capability of a solvent to dissolve. Whenever any substance is solved is going to dissolve in it, automatically it is converting into ions. So these are the factors which affect the alpha value. Now we are going to talk about ionization of acids and bases and salts. Here, for an acid, I will take one acid HA. Any acid or base or salt, they are going to ionize. What is required? Medium is required, compulsory water. So it is a water I am going to add. Water giving H plus to this one. If this is an acid, no. Acid giving H plus. So that H3O plus forming A minus coming outside. For this one, I am talking about equilibrium only. I know how to write equilibrium. I know how to write a equilibrium. Equilibrium constant. See that products. These two are the products. By reactants. These two are the reactants. Here, what is you have to observe is, it is acting like a medium. Water is acting like a medium. So small amount of water only is going to participate. So that water amount you are going to maintain as a constant. That constant value I am writing this side. K also equilibrium constant, H2 also constant. So both this combined I am writing given name Ka. Why A here I am talking about an acid. So that A. If I am talking about a base means you can take as a Kb. If you are talking about salt means that will be there. That is different on KH. Hydrolysis constant will be there. Here Ka is there means what I am writing this one or this one. Why I am writing H3O plus A minus by HA. Instead of H3O plus I am writing H plus. What is the difference? H3O plus H plus meaning is same one. So that for my convenience K is equal to H plus A minus by HA. This is important. For any acid you can write like this. Any acid. What is this telling is? What is this telling here? Ka is a now hereafter. Ka are calling as a dissociation constant of an acid. What is that? Dissociation constant of an acid. Dissociation constant of an acid. So what I can say? If Ka increases, then the Ka value will be more. Ka increases, what is the meaning? H plus ions concentration also more. So Ka increases, what is that? Acidic strength more. It is important. Acidic strength. Ka more means acidic strength also increases. Ka value will decide. Acid, this one. For base, Kb value will decide. Ka value more means acidic strength increases. Kb value more means basic strength increases. And after that, for that only pKa, pKb values also will be there. That is reverse to the acidic strength. If pKa value increase means acidic strength decreases. If pKb value increase means basic strength decreases. That is what. And now this is okay. I am talking about acid. You can take a base also. You can take a salt also. Mainly for weak acids. For weak acid ionization. Why I am only weak acid? Strong acid is no problem. That is a strong acid means 100 molecules I am taking. Out of 100 molecules, 99 is converting into ions. Weak means 100 I am taking 5 or 6 or 7 later on it is going to convert. So for a weak acid ionization, what I am taking? For a weak acid, what is a weak acid? HA I am taking as it is. HA, H plus A minus in equilibrium. Initially C will be there. At time T is equal to 0, C will be there. After that, at the time it will be achieved some amount. C alpha part dissociated here means this part is converting into ions. How much? C alpha. According to K value, how can we write? K value means what is the K? H plus concentration into A minus concentration by Hu. What is the H plus concentration here? C alpha into C alpha. What I can write? C minus 1 minus alpha. Okay, this C I can cancel. What is that? C alpha square 1 minus alpha. Why I am talking about weak acid? No, weak acid means what is that? Alpha value less than 1. So this is considered as a 1 only. This is important formula here. What is that? Ka is equal to C alpha square. Ka is equal to C alpha square. C is the concentration of weak acid. Alpha is the degree of dissociation. K is the dissociation constant. K is the dissociation constant here. And now see. Here itself some formulas. K value is there. I am talking about acid now. I am talking acid now. I need what I need? H plus concentration I need. H plus concentration also we can take as a formula. What is H plus concentration? C alpha. And H plus C alpha means what I am writing is Ka is equal to C alpha square. What I will write? I will do a small adjustment. This side also Ka into what I will write C. This side also I will multiply with the C. Both sides CC. Ka into C. This side C C alpha square. C alpha square means what I can write here? C alpha square means here this is coming now. I need C alpha. C alpha means what I can write? Reverse. Root over Ka into C. C alpha means what do we know? C alpha means what do you know? H plus concentration. So that in other way, H plus concentration we can also calculate by using dissociation constant and concentration. Okay, dissociation constant, C is the concentration. This is also important formula. How many formula? First one, second one, and third one. Three formulas we discussed here. And now, if they need anything, means we can also calculate the pH value for this one. pH value means log of minus log of H plus science. Okay, that will come later. pH value also you can find out by using formula pH minus log of what is root over KaC. They are going to calculate means it will come. That is the pH value. pH also we are going to discuss now. And now, what is there? This is the dissociation constant of an acid and how to find out H plus and all. And this and all is called as, what is called as Ostwald dilution. Ostwald dilution law. This is what Ostwald dilution law. In acid, some polyprotic acids are there. Some polyprotic acids. Polyprotic means monoprotic means one product. Polyprotic means two product like that. For example, I will take H2SO4. It is going to dissociate. How it is going to dissociate? It is giving H plus HSO4 minus. And second time it is forming HSO4 minus again giving H plus SO4 2 minus. Here you are going to say it is a K1, Ka1, it is a Ka2 because these two are acids. At the time we are going to add means what is coming? These two are going to get cancelled. H2 SO4 is giving to 2H plus SO4 2 minus. Here what is the K value you can write here? H plus concentration into HSO4 minus concentration by H2 SO4. Here what you can write? Ka2 means H plus concentration into SO4 2 minus concentration by HSO4 minus concentration. Here what you got? Here some Ka you take. What you can write? H plus concentration power 2 SO4 2 minus by here H2 SO4. What is the relation now? Is K1 K2. Ka is coming here. What is the relation between these two? How can I get this expression? By doing this. You see, these two are side by side. These two are multiplying means it will come. H plus into H plus K square. H2SO4 is there. HSO4 denominator, HSO4 numerator. So that what you are going to write? Ka1 into Ka2. You are going to multiply means Ka will come. Ka will come. Here what we have to observe is, in this one, Ka1 is greater than Ka2. In this one, what you have to observe is Ka1 is greater than. This is called primary dissociation. Okay, this is called primary dissociation. That is, second one is secondary dissociation. If three protons are there, means tertiary dissociation. For tertiary dissociation, what is the example you can take? H3PO4. Here, how many protons are coming? 3 protons are coming. 3 protons. Tertiary dissociation is possible here. What you have to observe? Ka is greater than Ka2. Primary dissociation is greater than secondary dissociation. This is what? Polyprotic acids. And now, this is what about acids.
Start.
Now we are going to discuss about ionization of water. Ionization of water. Here, based on some conductive experiments, what is that? Water H2O is going to dissociate. Two molecules you are taking, here, water and water. See, in last example, what I am taking? HA plus water I am taking. So that H3O plus A minus coming. We discussed Ka value. Similar way what I am taking for understanding H2O, H2. Nothing I am doing. H2 is like H2O only. Acid I am taking, in the place of acid I am taking water. That's it. So what I can say is two times I am taking. One will be like H3O plus, other will be like, what is coming? H3O plus, other will be like OH minus. Here, as usually, what I can write? What I can write for a Ka value? For Ka, what I can write? Water I won't write, no. Water I won't write. This is OH minus by H2O only. Like this. Now it is my expression for dissociation constant of an acid. Again here also H2O molecule is there. So it is also constant. H2O is a constant. So that Ka into H2O, what I am writing is, that is equal to what? H3O plus OH minus. These two combined I am giving a new term, that is Kw. Instead of this, what we can write? H plus also we can write H plus and OH minus. This one based on Kw is equal to H plus and OH minus. And based on some conductive measurements. Based on some conductive measurements, what they find is at equilibrium, and what is that? 25 degree centigrade, H plus concentration is equal to OH minus concentration, that both will equal to 10 power minus mole per liter. They give like that. At that time, what I can say? Kw is equal to what? 10 power minus 7 into 10 power minus 7. How much? 10 power minus 7 into 10 power minus 7, 10 power minus 14. Now Kw value will be 10 power minus 14. This is what? And now if the 10 power minus 14 is okay. If they are asking Ka value for what? Ka value. See, I am writing. Ka, I am going back. K into H2O is equal to Kw. Ka into concentration of water is equal to Kw is equal to 10 power minus 14. Now what we know is, this is also a practical value. H2O concentration is 55.55. At the time what I can say? Ka is equal to 10 power minus 14 by 55.55. At the time what is coming is 1.8 into 10 power minus 16 value. Ka value they can ask like this also. This is what the Ka value, Kw value for a water. And the next concept is pH. What is this pH value? pH is nothing but negative logarithm of H plus ion concentration. What we know? If pH is equal to 7 means what is that? Neutral. That and all we know. If pH value less than 7 means that will be acidic. If pH value greater than 7 means that is a basic nature. This and all we know. And this pH value, pH is negative logarithm of H plus ions. No, not only pH. In similar way, pH is equal to minus log H. These are all the formulas. H plus. Other POH is equal to minus log of OH minus. In a similar way, I am not doing the derivation again here to H plus and POH. What I can say here, other one is pH of derivation. I am not doing derivation here. Direct formula pH, POH combined giving 14. Other Ka, pKa plus pKb is pKa plus pKb coming as a 14. Ka into Kb coming as a 10 power minus 14. Set of formulas. These formulas are useful for the numericals. Keep in your mind. These are all the formulas. Keep in your mind. This is what coming in the examination. And also, what we can discuss now? We are going to discuss about some theories. Okay, leave it out. This one close.